What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. We're back today to get back to some of these cars that have been parked out in my yard for too long, that need to go down the road. I've got to make sure they are all running, they are all driving, and they're all as ready to go as I'm willing to make them. So let's jump into this today with the Chevy Citation. So here she is, my 1983, I think it is, Chevrolet Citation. It's kind of the big brother to the Chevy Chevette. Everybody says it looks similar, and that makes sense. This is a little bit bigger. Brand new tires, brand new paint job from Mako, V6, and she honestly doesn't look too bad. It'd look a lot better with the filler panels, but I've gone as far as I'm going to go with this car, guys. Considering where it came from, she's come a long way. She's come a very, very long way. She's been sitting for many, many months. I got this car 7 months ago, which makes it probably one of the longest cars I've ever kept on the channel. She's cleaned up and she should be ready to go, but we have one thing left to do, and that is take it for a drive and make sure it's going to make it. We're not going to spend a lot of time on this car today because honestly, you guys, I'm sure you understand, the car is not worth much. It's really not, but I do own this car outright, free and clear, so this baby is all mine. I threw the factory tags back on it, the ones that came with it that are dated from October of 2009. The goal is to get in it, take it for maybe a 5-mile drive, make sure she'll still get up and go down the road under her own power, and then get her ready to send down the road. You notice the motorcycle out here today. This motorcycle, a good friend of mine passed away on his bike, and I decided I was never going to ride again, and this bike has been sitting for months. This is a 2022 Harley-Davidson Nightster. It's a new model for 22, if I remember correctly, and I sold my Road King, and then I bought this. This is nimble, it's lightweight, it's relatively quick and relatively powerful. She's a decent little bike, man. And I really did enjoy riding it, but after he had his accident, passed away, I decided this thing just wasn't worth the risk anymore, and I put her away. Well, today I decided it was time to pull her out, and I did. I took it out on a ride. It didn't want to run. The gas was completely empty. I guess it had evaporated over sitting. It was low to begin with, so the gas was completely gone. I filled it back up, then the battery was dead. Once I got it jump started, it didn't want to start. Like, even with a jump, she did not want to run. Finally got the thing fired up, and I said, I'm just going to take it from the garage, and I'm going to move it into that trailer out there. Permanently. It's going to be permanently stored in that trailer. I've got the trailer opened up and ready to go, but as soon as I pulled it out of the garage, I was like, well, it wouldn't hurt just one last ride around the block. Right? It's almost like saying goodbye to an old friend. I took it around the block. By the time I got around the block, I got filled with this excitement and this joy that I'd forgotten about. And then I took it around the block again. And then I decided we need to take her out on the road, man. Let's just get up to 40 miles an hour real quick and just feel that wind in my face. I'll be the first to admit, I don't have my protective gear, and I shouldn't have done that. But I took it down the road, then I took it back, then around the block again. I probably put all of maybe 2 miles on it. And I almost want to go home and grab my gear and ride again, man. I missed it so much. I forgot how much fun it was. I don't know if I can do it. But anyway, that's for another time. Here's the Citation. Why don't we jump in this car and let's take her for a spin. All right, let's do this together. Let's fire it up, pump the gas a couple times. She starts right up. I put a little gas in her because that gas was definitely no good. Brakes are feeling good. Look at that, we actually have our shifter. It works. Thank you to Michael from Santa's Workshop for that. All right. Let's take her out. Power steering is working perfectly fine. She's in drive. Not bad. Oh, there's that hub bearing. You hear it? It's the right front. Yeah. Watch, if I turn left, it'll go away. Yeah. It's the right front, I believe. We're going 50 miles an hour. Not an issue at all. Aside from that hub bearing, this thing actually doesn't sound too bad. It needs that hub bearing pretty bad, though. She steers great. Not bad at all. Boy, that hub, we're at 55 and that hub sounds awful. Let's get her up to 65. Let's do it. There we go. 65, old girl. Not too shabby. Right? Smooth. There's 65. We're going the speed limit. Now we're up to almost 70. There's 70. Oh, we're going to hit 75? No way, man. Yeah? I'll be damned. 75. I'm going to slow her down a little bit, guys. We're coming up on a sharp curve here. Oh, no worries, though. That steering is nice. Boy, she gets down the road just fine. Alright. You know what time it is. It's time to spin her back around. If there's a lot of wind noise, I apologize, but I got the window part way down. Alright, we're doing 70. Let's slow her down. Brakes. Brakes feel pretty good. Oh yeah, the brakes are fine. Bro, brakes are strong. There we go. There we go. Let's spin the old girl around here gently. That's a big dip. A lot of cars will bottom out there. A little clunky going over those big old bumps there. There we go. And back on the road again. Windshield wipers are coming apart. You see that? Windshield wipers are falling apart. She needs some wiper blades. Dude, 60 miles an hour, not a problem. It's not fast. I don't smell any smoke. It's ugly as can be, and it obviously needs a little bit more work. But I've got so much money into this car, guys. I can't bring myself to go any further with it. I already got too much into the old girl. It's time to cut her loose. Send her down the road. That hub bearing sounds awful. I am 99.9% certain that that is coming from the right front of this car. We'll pull her back in here. Pull in front of the trailer. And it just hit 30,400 miles. I know, it's probably 130,400 miles. I don't know. Let's get out. Let's see how she sounds and looks under the hood. Well, here she is after cruising 75 miles an hour. Probably for the first time in at least 15 years. I doubt she's been over 75 miles an hour. You hear a little noise under there? That brrrr. That's the smog pump right here. I hate those things. I really do. It's got its own dedicated belt. So I'm just saying, if it were me, I would take that whole thing out of there, man. I would remove that smog pump, take the belt off, plug the hoses, and call it a day. Again, like I said, I don't see any smoke. Nothing. She shifted through the gears just fine. I think it's only got 3 of them. It's got a brand new battery, which we were able to save. And I bet if we shut her down, she'd probably start right back up. Inside door handle doesn't work. That's why I keep the window down. That handles, it just doesn't work. So I gotta reach out and grab that. Yeah, I know, it's a little hoopty, is what it is. Look at that. And you know what the best part is? Look at this. You see that check engine light right there? It fires right up, and there's no check engine light. None. It's got some bulbs that are burned out. If I remember right, one of the headlights is burned out. I think it's got a tail light burned out or something. Can we see? Yeah, that light works. That light works. That light works. That headlight does not work. That light works. Does not work, does not work, does not work. And they used to work, guys. But, oh, hey. Loose connection here. Come on. There we go. Could it be the same on this one? Just no. That light is dead. Alright, well, we can drive it home with one headlight, right? There you go. Let's get this hood closed up. She's rough. She is. I know she is. I know it's not a great car, but it meant something to me to bring the old girl back from the graveyard, man. That's where she was going. She was going to the boneyard, and I promise you, she'd have been crushed. Nobody needs parts for a Citation. If it's not an X11, nobody wants it. So I felt sorry for the old girl. I knew where she was headed, and something told me, man, I said, that car still got a little life in it. I just knew she did. And here she is. Listen to this exhaust. She ain't pretty. She never will be. I'm not even sure if it'd make a good A to B car. I had a lot of people emailing me saying, hey, let me get that Citation. I need it for, you know, my mom or my sister or whatever. And, you know, while I appreciate the situation that you're in, I don't think that's the kind of person this car needs to go to. You know, it doesn't need to go to somebody that's desperately needing transportation. This car's been parked for like 15 years. And guys, I just wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't trust it. And I don't want to do that to somebody, man. I don't want to do that. I don't want somebody to end up with this car and you know, it leave them stranded or something like that. It needs to be somebody that just wants it because they just want it. You know, not somebody that's needing transportation desperately. This is a fun car. If you want to just wrench on it, mess around with it, fix that hub bearing right, make it a little bit better, this is a great car for that. You know, for somebody that's got a little extra cash that for some strange reason really wants an old beater of a Citation. The car's perfect for them, but I could not in good conscience hand this thing over to somebody. It's like, I need it for my grandma, or I need to get to work. I don't think it's that good of a car. Don't worry, I know you guys don't particularly care for the really short videos, but I got to go ahead and knock each one of these cars out for video content anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and get that done. Unless you guys want to go try another car. You guys want to try another car? Or should we just end it there? You want to do another car? Fine. We got some cars to pick from. Let's pick one. We've got the 3500 GMC tow truck. That needs to go. We've got the handicap van. We got to clean that up, and that needs to go. The Jeep, unfortunately, I really love that thing, but it needs to go. Oh, man, I love this damn car. The Sea Mustang. This thing's just been sitting here forever. That'd be fun to take out for a little drive, man. We could really kind of rip on her a little bit and have some fun. Not to worry, this is staying. Oh, this little car over here. That little car right there that's under the cover, the owner's contacted me several times. He's still trying to find somebody to haul it. He offered like $1,500 to haul it from here back to North Carolina where it came from. Nobody will take it. So I don't know what he's going to do about that. This one we're not getting rid of, but I think we may have found the Power Tour car. If Monkey Wrench Mike and I decide to do Power Tour, I think we're going to do it in this. I've got most of the parts to finish up the stuff in the interior that's messed up, aside from the seats. We still got to get the seats figured out. We got to get them removed, and that's a trick because they don't move. So that's a problem. Probably want to replace those headlights because water got in them and dulled them up. The chrome is all faded now. So we probably want to replace those headlights too. But this car right here, assuming the transmission stays doing what it's doing, this car right here, man. Oh, we also got to find, I probably got to just call a locksmith or something to figure out how to get this key out. Because this key, and it poured rain here, guys. Listen to that. Fired right up. fired right up. I got the new window motors. I got new speakers, the factory Bose speakers for it. I got everything to start putting this car back together. But we need to get the seats out. We need to get the carpet out. And we need to clean everything under there very, very thoroughly, including the carpet. I think this is a perfect power tour car. We also got to drain the transmission, take the pan off, change the filter again, clean it all up, and flush that thing again. And yeah, this one, it's been sitting a while, but I have some new tires for it. I finally found some white walls, guys. I did. I found a set of white walls. It cost me $515 for the whole set. So we'll be getting some white walls on this Fleetwood. And as much as I want to keep this car, I probably need to let that car go too. Let's go ahead and shut this one off. All right, what else? Let's see, the Ford Probe. Okay, this is the one we're gonna take, guys. This is the one we're gonna take. Let me find the key to this. It'll be nothing short of a miracle if this car starts. There's the key right there. Look how far it's sunk in the ground. Oh, that tire's flat. Oh, yeah, that tire's flat and it's sunk in the ground. Yeah, this is the one. This is the one. I had big dreams of sending it to Mako and putting doors on it, and guys, it's not worth it. The video content isn't good enough to justify it. So I think this one will be going down the road. She ain't gonna run. Are you? No way. No way. Wow. Does that, oh, the window, oh, that's right, the windows don't work. Ugh, I forgot all about that. I guess I need to air that tire up real quick. Let's pop this hood. I can't believe this car has been sitting here for months. Ever since Monkey Wrench Mike and I dropped this thing off here, I put it outside once we got it out of the garage, and this is where she sat. I'll be. Look at you, old girl. Oh, I got a brand new battery in that too. I forgot about that. Listen to her purr. Let me get out the old Milwaukee air pump and we'll get this tire aired up. Let's take her for a spin. Man, this little Milwaukee right here is a beast. Look how quick that is, man. That thing will air up a tire in no time, and it lasts. This thing is nice. I highly recommend this thing. I've used it on a lot of cars. It's the Milwaukee Compact Inflator. Part number is 2475-20. Maximum of 120 PSI. In fact, why don't I put a link to this thing down below? I don't think it comes with a battery though, so you may have to get your own battery for it, but I've been using this thing for a long time and she just keeps going. Now, speaking of something that keeps going, how about this Ford Probe? Made it all the way from Indiana. $300 car, guys. This is a $300 car that did not run. We had it towed back to my uncle's house, and she just keeps on going, man. This is a gift that keeps on giving. I love this little car, but it is time for it to go on down the road. There's that little sticker. I don't know what that is. Warranty? Yeah, warranty card. Cigarette lighter. And a compact disc. Ooh, devil to pay. Oh, does the radio work? I remember the radio working, but I think you had to screw with the screen a little bit to get it. Yeah, you had to like fiddle with it to get it. Okay, well, guess what's not working currently? The screen. Come on, old girl. No? Well, you know what? There's more important things than the radio. Let me get buckled up. Let's take her for a spin. You guys ready to go for a ride? Brakes still feel great. 115,000 miles on the odometer on this bad boy. Oh, she was in a bit of a rut there, wasn't she? A little clicking from a CV axle there. Let's go this way this time. She's a fun little car, even though it's only a 4-cylinder, and even though it is an automatic. She's still a fun little car. And it's not something you see anymore, you know. I think that's one of the best parts for me is it's a rare car. The headlights still flip up and down. Look at that. You see them? Shocks, struts, yeah, it's got some. Probably needs some better ones though. She rides a little rough. Brakes are good. Steering feels good. It's been a long time since I've been in this car, guys. We're gonna get her out. We're gonna get her up to speed. We've driven this car. If you look at the trip there, we've driven this car 703 miles from Indiana back to Oklahoma. She made it without too much of a hitch. Shifts great. Nice and solid shifts. Look at that. We're going 40. Speed limit's 45. Horn? No? Yep. Horn works. I don't remember if the cruise works. Does it? Yes! Yes, the cruise control works. I'll be damned. If I hit off, there we go. Cruise control turns off. Passing gear works great. We're going 45. And you know the deal, guys. We're going to take her on another little about 5 mile drive. Just to make sure. The fuel level does not work. So she's going to need a fuel sending unit. I forgot all about that. Yeah, the fuel level doesn't work on this one. All right, speed limit's 65. Let's get her. There's 65. Let's set the cruise. There we go. Cruise control set at 65. And down the road we go. This thing really does not ride bad, guys. Not at all. What a great little car. And somebody had sent it down the road for scrap. Yet another car that was headed to the scrapyard. I promise you, nobody wants a Ford Probe, you know, especially one that was broken. Well, look at her now. She made it 700 miles home, and I think she is next on the chopping block to get sold. This one could be a good car for somebody, no doubt. This one could be. I'd recommend doing the timing belt, the water pump, and thermostat, and the belts. Definitely change your belt or your belts in this one. Trans service would not hurt. Not that there's anything wrong with the transmission. It does fine. I'm just saying, like a car that's this old, that's been sitting this long, this would be something you want to really do right by. Let me see if I can turn around here without bottoming out. This is a tough one right here, guys. Easy. There we go. We didn't bottom out. Good, good, good. Let's head back. I listened to her. Okay, she's not fast. Okay, she's not fast. But she's a cool little car. She is. She'll get down the road just fine. She can get out of her way, get on the highway and everything just fine. Let's passing gear. There we go. Get up this big old hill. And overdrive. There we go. She's got all her gears. She needs tires. That's another thing I forgot about. She really, really desperately needs tires. Boy, that sun is nice. Sun's about to go down out here. It's going to get dark soon. So I'm limited on how much more I can film out here. Let's put the hammer down. That's it. Hammer down. Oh. That's 80. All right. We'll be ginger on the poor girl, man. She's like, come on, guys, I'm old. But look at that. I mean, the steering wheel, sitting nice. Tight steering. Brakes are good. They don't pulsate or vibrate when you hit the brakes. She stops really good. Oh, that sun, I can't see a damn thing. We're going to hit the brakes here again. Here we go. Let's hit the brakes. I maybe pulled a little bit to the right there. Yeah, she does. When you hit the brakes hard, she does pull to the right. So that's something to be aware of. Not bad. We made it, guys. We made it back. The exhaust a little on the loud side too. Look at this. I guess I'm just gonna move her. Just gonna move her over here out of the way. Oh hell, I don't want to put her there. She deserves better. Ooh, I'm slipping. I'm sliding in the mud. Let's put her over here where there's no mud. We'll put her behind the Citation there. There it is. Does the e-brake work? Yeah, it does. E-brake works. Not bad, guys. Would you look at that? We got her. Oh, wow. Okay, all right, turn it down a little bit. Yeah, well, anyway, the stereo, you just got to fiddle around with the connectors there, man. Just kind of get it in there, and as you can see, she works. I'm going to leave that CD in there, too. Or turn on these headlights real quick. Brights, yeah. Very nice. It's too bad these windows don't work. She does need a little bit of work, guys. It's another one of those things that you'd have to just love this car for whatever reason to actually buy this and do anything with it. She runs good, she drives good, but she's old and she needs a lot. You know, a set of tires, shocks, the doors are dented, of course. Window regulators and motors most likely need to be done too. Lots of services. It just, oh man, is that tire flat? Oh, dude. Wow. I didn't realize that tire was flat, guys. I feel like a complete idiot. Boy, she's a little warm too. Yeah. That tire's in bad shape. And now I'll go ahead and throw some air in that bad boy real quick too. I should have checked that. I didn't see it. Somehow I just missed it. Well, guys, that's going to be a wrap for this video. I got a lot more cars that we got to check into and make sure run a drive. I did air up the back tire on that Ford Probe, and hopefully it'll hold. I don't know where I'm going to sell them. I haven't decided if I'm going to send them to Copart. I actually have a dealership in Texas that wants to work with me, and maybe we could do it that way. I haven't made a decision yet, so stay tuned. We'll see what happens. But one way or another, these cars have got to get off the lot. All of them, like almost everything out here, needs to go. It's time to sell them all and move on to some new content. If you enjoyed today's video, hit the thumbs up button and let me know you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.